Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and we have another team killing video, I'm afraid. Yet another video where the Arty are killed off by their own team. In this case, actually, both teams have their Arty destroyed by their own team members. And this video was brought to our attention. Now, in this particular instance, we have Major Nuisance, who's in the M53, M55, and we're on the north spawn of Halluf. And as you can see, he pulls away from the spawn point to his firing position. Now, pay attention to the recording on the right hand side of the screen. You can see enemy Blacknoisse T110E4 has just destroyed the enemy Arty, Joe Carnivore, Bat Châtillon 155. So we can already see that the enemy has already wiped out their own Arty. A T110E4 has wiped out their own Arty. Okay, now we're going to stay in third person mode for this battle for the moment. Now, as you can see, Major Nuisance is actually proceeding quite normally. He's aiming at the enemy. He's playing the game as he's supposed to. He's looking for targets. Now, you can see that Jagdpanther 2. He aims at it. Shoots. And scores a hit. A splash hit. And the Jagdpanther 2 is taken out. So he's playing the game normally. Absolutely nothing wrong here. Now, the Rhm Borsig Waffenträger we saw earlier near the spawn point, he comes back. This is Eggers, is the player. And you can see he drives past Major Nuisance. Nothing unusual there. But he's a tank destroyer and he's sitting at the back of the map. So he's not playing really because he can't see any of the enemy to engage them. He's not really taking part in the battle. And he's just decided to get even further away from the enemy. Whereas Major Nuisance is actually trying to engage the enemy as an Arty should. Firing from the back of the map using the information provided by the other tanks to take out the enemy. Okay, Major Nuisance decides he's going to change firing position. Probably because he needs a better angle to fire at the enemy, because the targets he's looking at are covered by obstructions or cover. He relocates to the back of the map. Comes up onto this hill. And he positions himself near the Rhm Borsig Waffenträger of Eggers. And starts aiming at the enemy again. Now watch the Waffenträger. It'll come back into view very shortly. It's a replay problem that replays sometimes do not show allies when they're in close proximity. And there we can see the Waffenträger again. For a brief second. There he is. And look what he does. He turns his gun to face Major Nuisance. And immediately team kills him. Now he turns blue immediately. So that's both teams have had their Arty destroyed by their own team members. Now the Sheridan, who's just a further way off and was actually doing his job properly, also gets hit by the Rhm Borsig. And he fires back. And I believe the Borsig is now banned because he's not moving. because he fired on 2 enemies, did considerable damage to both, and he's taken out. He's no longer on their team, so therefore he can be taken out quite normally without penalty by the Sheridan. So you can see here that the player Edgars deliberately team killed the Arty and then attempted to team kill somebody else on his team, and effectively he's lost this battle for their team, because they are now down 4-7. 4 tanks against 7 enemy, and there's absolutely no way that they're going to be able to recover. It's 8 enemies, sorry. There's no way they're going to be able to recover this game now. It's effectively, the game is over. It's just a question of how long it's going to be until the last remaining tanks on the team are wiped out. But this game was ruined by Edgars deciding to team kill his own players. Now, he has been automatically banned by the friendly fire system, and Wargaming would say, well, then he's been penalised by the system. But that's not really the case. He hasn't really been penalised, because after he's served his hour, he'll be back to do it again to somebody else. And these players are going to be stamped out of the game. If they want to break the rules of the game, they shouldn't really be in the game at all. Anyway, the video is now concluded. Just wanted you to note that there are team killers out there like this player Edgars at high tier levels as well, because this is a tier 10 game, and it shouldn't have happened. Thank you for watching.